lads. Who still owes for last week? Johnson, you're a gaming credit. Tommy, you still owe a $5 and a half a sausage roll. All right, where's the goalie? I gotta chase him down. If that sounds even slightly familiar in your locker room, you're doing it wrong. In this video, I'll show you how to ditch that old cash and ledger routine for good. You'll see how to set up an easy online system that collects every game fee automatically, how it keeps your players honest with built-in game credits and receipts, and how it can actually boost your team's cash flow while saving you hours of chasing and bookkeeping. Look, my beer league runs the same way every week. Someone comes through the locker room collecting cash. A few people dig into their bag. Some guys is like, "You got change for 100?" Someone else says they're going to transfer later. Half the room's doing math that nobody really wants to do before the game. So this gets messy fast. Some people forget their wallets, bank transfers, they can take days. And if a guy doesn't show up, it's lost money for the club. So one night I realized this is ridiculous. We all have phones and every other bill I pay is digital. So why are we still in a cash scramble here? But let's be honest, this old school setup might feel pretty familiar, but it's also a total nightmare because there's no proof or paper trail. Half the time it's one person saying they paid and another person saying that they didn't. And, nobody wants to be the bad guy keeping track. So cash goes missing. Notes get lost. A few players still owe from 3 weeks ago, but who really knows anymore? And then there's timing. If you don't have cash, bank transfers take a couple days, which means no one really knows who's actually paid before game night. And, meanwhile, the guys running the league, they're taking turns chasing these payments when they should be planning lineups or actually getting their own gear on and enjoying a pregame chat with their teammates. Even parents in youth leagues hate it. Most people don't carry cash anymore. In fact, almost 40% of Americans go through an entire week without using cash at all. So yeah, this system, it isn't just old-fashioned, it's pretty broken at this stage. But here's the fix. A simple digital system that does all the chasing for you. Instead of collecting cash every week, players just pre-buy game credits online, just like topping up a coffee card. Every time they RSVP yes to a game, 1 credit automatically used. No envelopes, no transfers, no confusion. So here's how it works. So you create your game credit product, set the price per game, or offer bundle deals like 10 games for $130 to encourage upfront purchases. And so you attach that to your league. So every player's balance is visible to them and the organizer. And then before each game, players get an email showing how many credits they have left and a quick buy more link if they're low. Players can pay online by credit card, Apple Pay, direct debit, even Bitcoin. And the system will track it automatically. And so when they RSVP to their game, yes, a game credit is used. If they say no, stays put. If they no-show, you can burn that credit or restore it later. So there's no more awkward conversations or locker room math. It's just a clean digital rinse and repeat system that keeps everything transparent and stress-free. So why does this work? 4 reasons. You actually get paid. So when players prepay, compliance skyrockets. Studies show that teams using prepaid systems collect around 98% of their fees compared to just 85% when using cash. So everyone gets visibility. Every transaction's logged. Every player gets a receipt. No more "I already paid you" debates or messy spreadsheets. Both sides can see what's been used, burned, or credited. It'll boost your cash flow. When you offer credit bundles like buy 10, get 1 free, players top up early, giving your club instant cash reserves. So that means that you can pay ranks or league dues upfront instead of scrambling mid-season. Admin. So reminders, tracking, and reports are all automated. So one treasurer said she went from juggling 3 spreadsheets to just 10 minutes of oversight a week. That's time you could spend focusing on the fun part, playing. Once you see how much smoother things will run, you won't want to go back to the pencil, ledger, cash chase. Now you might be thinking, okay, but what about the fees? Yeah, that's a fair question. Here's the thing. Most payment tools charge a small processing fee, usually around 2 to 3%. But teams that switch to digital still net more because they stop losing cash, they stop missing payments, and they stop spending hours chasing people. So you could even build the fee right into the price or let players cover it at the checkout. They can choose their payment method and pick the one with the lowest fees. And if you want your club to be on the bleeding edge of tech, offer Bitcoin payments, instant settlements, ultra low fees. Best of both worlds. As for that tech resistance, that new system, that'll fade fast. Once players realize they can pay with their phone in 10 seconds and get a receipt instantly, they're hooked. No one wants to go back to worrying about bringing cash, stopping at the ATM, paying the ATM fees. You know, nobody really likes the guy coming in the locker room shaking them down for money. Your locker room vibe will stay exactly the same, but you've got no cash headaches anymore. Every club that makes this switch says the same thing. After one season, they never go back. If you're still calculating your standings after games finish, you've got another huge time saver coming up. Click here for that.